So I'm here applying my vitamin C SPF 50 sunscreen. Yeah, see, it's got a little bit of white cast because I want it, but I have another version that doesn't have a bit of a white cast. Does not have it all. But this is vitamin C SPF 50 sunscreen. You can avail of this sa aming Shopee. shopee.ph/leastracan if you want some. Meron din tayong body sunscreen. We call it Hydrator 50. So, naglagay na po ako sa aking arms, malalaking arms. Yes, to protect myself from, see? Ang laki ng braso ko. So, maraming space para sa sunscreen. Ayan. So, hindi siya ang ganda kasi hindi po, once ma-absorb, segundo lang po, and sobrang light siya. Wala siyang lagkit. Wala siyang lagkit. Sorry for my braso. Sorry for the laki ng aking katawan.
Dito sa mga dalagan niyo.
So, leastracan here, your cosmetic chemist on board. So today, as I promised, I will give you a free formulary and how to make it. So today, our product is Solid Perfume Natural. Having said that, we'll try our very best to use all plant-derived ingredients in this formulary. And this is not a DIY thing. This is a professional formula, so that means you may be able to sell this if you choose to create this product. So the first thing that you have to do is to have your, begin with, let's have our tools. I have here my heating element. If you don't have this, you may use a stove or a microwave if you're creating something for yourself. You need a thermal infrared thermometer. Not really necessary, but this will help in monitoring your temperature when you're creating a bigger batch. Okay? Of course, something to mix your product while cooking it. And we have all the ingredients here. I've got the oils, the base oil in the formula. This is fractionated coconut oil. We have our emulsifier, our wax, to include two types of oils, which is an ester. This is a plant ester that we're using for the texture, for the consistency, and for the dry feel. And of course, the perfume oil. Okay. To start, we are now heating our emulsifier. We're now adding our oil base. Our oil base is very important so that we'll be able to melt the waxes and the emulsifier in this formula. You may choose to use different types of oils like jojoba oil, You may use sunflower oil, but it will be best if you will use oils that has a very stable shelf life. Like you may also use non-polar lipids like mineral oil. But then again, it depends on your brief. It depends on what type of product you would like to create. If you want to claim for vegan, of course, you will need to avoid ingredients that are animal-based. If you want to create something all natural, you would want to avoid ingredients that are synthetic in nature. So it's not only on your plant lipids or your plant oils, you will also have to consider the other ingredients like your emulsifier. If you are claiming it to be plant-based or plant origin, then you will have to consider sourcing for emulsifier and waxes of the same origin, or it has to be plant-derived. If you don't have those on your brief, then it's okay to use. There's nothing bad about using mineral oils or Perfume liquidum, or if you want to use emulsifiers that are not plant-derived, that's okay. It really depends on your brief, you know. So right now we're trying to melt our base and emulsifier plus waxes. So that's actually our first step. In order for you to melt your emulsifiers and waxes, it has to be at least above the melting temperature of your waxes. So right now it's going to take time to do this, and once it's already melted, everything else is liquid in form. We will remove from heating and add our other phases. So these are our phase A's, composed of our oil base, our emulsifier, and our waxes. Again, as I said, infrared thermometer is not a must. It's not a must, but it will help you with monitoring your temperature, especially when you're adding your perfume oil. We don't want to add our perfume oil at a very hot temperature. While waiting for our product to melt, for our waxes and emulsifiers to melt, let me just show you our other materials here. I've got here different types of packaging that we may use for this solid perfume. Okay, so you may also use this. It depends on what you feel. Yeah, you may also create your perfume balm using lip tint tube like this one. And today I decided I would like to use this eyeshadow palette. So I've got here four individual aluminum palettes, which I will fill, and then we'll just put them inside once all the perfumes are hard enough to place inside the palettes. You may also use lip pots like this, and if you want to make it plastic free, you don't want to use any plastics in your creation, you of course can use or may use tin cans. But unfortunately today I don't have any tin cans to use. So tin cans like lip pots that are made of aluminum. So these are for eyeshadows. These are eyeshadow palette. Okay, so let's go back to our heating. So mixing or stirring will help with faster melting of the waxes and the emulsifier. So it's up to you. You may just leave it to melt or help to melt by stirring or mixing your base. Right now we're almost 40% melted, yet we're still waiting for our base to melt 100% before we start adding our face beads. So while waiting for our base to melt completely, let me just give you an idea of what we have here. Of course, we use an oil base that has a really good skin penetration, skin penetrating properties. At the same time, it will not give a greasy payoff once you use this perfume. And then with a good combination of emulsifier that gives a really nice thickness and consistency to this balm, with the addition of a wax that has a high melting point, so that will not easily melt when you left your product in the car outside or under the sun. That usually happens when you left your bag and you have your purse and you have your perfume balm in there. So right now we're almost 70% melted, all the waxes and the emulsifier with the base oils. And I will also be in this formulary, you will also notice that we used a UV filter so that our pricey or our very good quality or high quality perfume oil will not be affected by extreme temperatures. So that's a good one. We also have antioxidants in the formula to also protect our perfume oil. We don't want to use a very pricey perfume oil and waste it because the oils in the formula has rancid or has been off. And I also added a really nice ester, an ester oil that will help with the texture, with the application, which will not give us a greasy perfume. So right now we're almost 100% melted. I'll show you. There, look at that. Look how nice our oil base is. So let us continue with adding our next phase on phase B. So right now our temperature, the temperature of our oil and wax base is 76 degrees Celsius. So I would want to add our phase B once it is already 65 degrees Celsius, so that will somehow protect our actives, UV filters in our perfume oil from degradation. Okay, now I'm adding our phase Bs, which are our esters, okay, and also our actives, our UV filters. Mix it while you're adding your actives, UV filters, and your perfume oil. And lastly, we will add our perfume oil. Look at that. You'll love this. This is inspired by Selena Kiss. So we will call this perfume Kiss perfume stick. Oh my god, the scent, I love it. You'll surely love this. The potency of this perfume oil and the quality, because this came from France, and I really love the quality of this perfume oil and its potency. It's like the original. Okay, let me just continue pouring on our this one. Let me put this here. Our lip tint balm, lip tint tube. Yeah, there you go. And here, there's here, and here. Allow your balms to set first before adding or pouring more on top of it, so that you won't develop any dye dots. Okay, that's the secret of it. I'm still thinking if I will do a bit more of these palettes because it's pretty tiny and it's pretty hard to feel, but let me do it again. Yes. Yeah, we can do it. Yes. Look at that. So I could probably do this until I finish everything. Sorry about this. Yeah, I'm not ready. So, but I'm so excited to share you this formulary. But in the very end, you'll love this. So I've got one. Let me just do this again. Stir a little bit. Look at that. It's starting to harden, but that's okay. You can still work on it, and you can pop in the warmer if you want to. So it needs control when you're pouring. But it's doable. So I should have gotten more of this one. Oh, I forgot about this. So let me pour this. I can pour this to finish. Yeah. And this one as well. It has set really nice there. And you continue with this. I'll probably finish the rest with another of this type of packaging. So there you go. I still have some more here. I'll just continue later, but that's about it. I'll pop this, the rest of this, I'll pop this in the heating element and continue with my perfume balm later. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll show you later what we have achieved. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe now and never miss out on all my freebie formularies for you. Thank you so much, Liz Dragon.